The man accused of shooting and killing a youth football coach during a game is in the Dallas County Jail. Yaqub Talib is the brother of former NFL cornerback Aqib Talib. Police in Lancaster, south of Dallas, say coaches from two teams got into a fight. This was Saturday night. They believe Yaqub Talib shot and killed Mike Hickman. Several children, including Hickman's 9-year-old son, witnessed the shooting. Talib was booked into the Dallas County Jail earlier today after surrendering to police on a murder charge. His attorney says he looks forward to his client's day in court to give his side of the story. He also says he regrets the tragic loss.
It's going to be bedlam. There's going to be 50 people seeing 50 different things. I've talked to Yaqub and I know what he said. There are going to be some overtones of defense to all this, and that's really why Mr. Talib wanted to go ahead and surrender now, because he wants a chance to get his story out.
Sheldon, little bootleg ass studio.
What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome back to Sheldon's bootleg ass studio, where you come to kick it, vibe out, and shoot the shit with Sheldon. Say, if you ain't subscribed to the channel by now, you doing myself and yourself a disservice. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and tap that notification bell as well. That way you are amongst those who are notified as soon as I release new content. Also, don't be shy, drop me something in that comment section, that way I can familiarize myself with you and recognize who you are as we are reacting to these videos, and I appreciate all my viewers. So if you drop me something in that comment section and I see it, I will respond to it. So you might just want to be on your best behavior, because if you's a troll, I will get on your dog ass indubitably. Video of today, man, update. The suspect who allegedly shot the coach at the Lancaster football, Little League football game the other day has surrendered. All right. So without any further ado, make sure you hit that like button. Let's go ahead and jump up into this news right now.
If you ain't fucking with my nigga Sheldon, nigga, fuck you. Yeah.
The suspected shooter, police say, murdered a youth football coach after a game Saturday in Lancaster, has been arrested. Yaqub Talib is the brother of former NFL cornerback Aqib Talib. Police say he shot and killed Coach Mike Hickman. Because of Talib's criminal history, he is not even allowed to own a gun, but his attorney is now indicating he may claim self-defense.
Had to light the situation up. He's not, what? Not allowed to carry a gun, but he's going to claim self-defense. How? Did I hear that correctly?
Talib is the brother of former NFL cornerback Aqib Talib. Police say he shot and killed Coach Mike Hickman. Because of Talib's criminal history, he is not even allowed to own a gun, but his attorney is now indicating he may claim self-defense. Fox 4.
How? That's what I'm trying to understand. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's figure this shit out. See what's going down.
Joins us now with the details and also reaction from the victim's family. Peyton.
Heather, 2 days after the murder, Yaqub Talib turned himself in here at the Dallas County Jail. Talib's attorney tells me Talib reached out to him shortly after he took off from the scene instead of waiting for police. Meanwhile, Mike Hickman's family tells me they want justice.
Mike was...
So he took off on the scene probably to form his legal team before he turned himself in, okay? So I guess that would be one reason why you would flee. Like I said on the other video before this, I said, why leave the scene if you brave enough to do it in broad daylight? You know what I'm saying? You may as well just sit there and wait for the police to get there. So I guess that's his reasoning for leaving, so he can, you know, gather his defense. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's proceed.
Great person, inside and out. He'd always smile. I'm lost. I'm lost for words.
Taronda Alford now lost without her cousin and the godfather to her children, 43-year-old Mike Hickman.
He was the most kind, loving person that you would ever meet.
The Dragons Elite Academy youth football coach was shot and killed Saturday evening after a game for 9-year-olds ended in gunfire. This is video of the shooting sent to TMZ.
His son witnessed this, as well as his wife.
Monday, the man wanted for Hickman's murder turned himself in. Video from inside the Dallas County Jail shows 39-year-old Yaqub Talib
They got men and women right there? Oh, it can't be the processing room. He must just, the inside of the jail where you gonna pay the probation fees and shit like that, maybe.
Being booked on a murder charge.
Being
Talib
booked?
is the brother of...
Men and women get booked in the same area? I didn't know that.
Former NFL cornerback Aqib Talib, who was also at the game when the shooting took place. Both coach for North Dallas United Youth Sports.
I think it's going to be bedlam. There's going to be 50 people seeing 50 different things. I've talked to Aqib and I know what he saw.
Defense attorney Clark Birdsall has represented the Talib brothers for several years.
There are going to be some overtones of defense to all this, and that's really why Mr. Talib wanted to go ahead and surrender now, because he wants a chance to get his story out there.
But Birdsall wouldn't elaborate on Talib's story from Saturday or him having a gun. Lancaster police are still investigating what led up to the shooting. Investigators say the shots were fired shortly after a disagreement between the opposing coaching staffs over calls made by the referees. In this video obtained by TMZ, you can see a man in a North Dallas.
Okay, now I don't understand why they taking it out on the coach if it was the referees called. I mean, I ain't telling them that they should have done it, you know, should have deleted the referee, but why did the coach end up with the bullet? What was the animosity for the referees if they were the one who made the calls? I'm just asking questions.
United t-shirt arguing in a ref's face. According to Lancaster police, then the two coaching staffs started fighting. That's when police say Talib shot Hickman and took off in a vehicle with the firearm.
So if you know you scrapping and you at a little league game, bro, and you at a little league football game, this is when you can get a fair one, man. You can get you a fair one in. You know what I'm saying? The chances are very slim that your opponent, especially a coach, would have a firearm on them. I mean, in Texas, we is in Texas. You understand what I'm saying? You know? And you are legally allowed to carry. But most people wouldn't even, like, most sane thinking people, I don't know. Unless you just really got enemies out here. And it would be smart to be, you know, keep that thing on you, because you know what I'm saying? I keep that thing on me. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, it would be smart too, because of, you see what happened at Uvalde, you see what happened at these movie theaters, and what happened at the Buffalo and all kind of other shit. So it would be smart to have that thing on you at all times and be ready. But one would think that the chances are very slim that your opponent, especially a coach, will have that thing on him in the middle of the field and gonna fire that thing off. Even if he did have it on him, you would think that he probably wouldn't pull it in the middle of the field. He would probably wait to try to catch it at your car later on at night or something, you know what I'm saying? In the middle of the field, you could get that fair one in, you know what I'm saying? That would have been time to dance, you know? Anyway, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel.
Talib has sat in jail many times before and was currently on probation. Due to his criminal history, he wasn't legally allowed to be carrying a gun. Talib has faced charges or been prosecuted for multiple cases that include unlawful possession of a firearm, assault.
I don't know how he gonna get off on this one, y'all. I don't know. Whether he was actually defending himself or not. Whether the coach may have been bigger than him in size and stature and all of that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? But with that criminal history, what are you doing with a gun, my good sir? I don't see how that's gonna slide past the law, you know? Maybe if he was he light-skinned, maybe if he was a tad bit more lighter, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he probably would have got off, but I don't think so.
Child endangerment and drug possession. He's had his bond revoked for violating probation. And just last week, 3 days before the murder, Talib was indicted on meth charges in Dallas County.
Oh, yeah.
Birdsall didn't want to comment on
over.
Talib's past cases.
And he knows he's going to be, his actions are going to be scrutinized, and his card is going to get graded. He's resigned to that.
He's trying to use his words very carefully. He's trying to use his words very carefully. Because scrutinized does not necessarily mean that he will serve prison time, and he's gonna, you know, not tell it to him, of course. So he's gonna tell him that maybe he can lessen his sentence, get him off on probation, which I doubt. He's already on probation. He's revoked. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. He got his work cut out for him.
I will never understand it.
Meanwhile, Alford says she's still in shock, struggling to stay strong for her family.
I don't care who he's related to. I don't care what he thought. It's just justice needs to be served. At least his kids can visit him. My kids can't.
Again, Lancaster police, they are still investigating. Detectives are still working to interview all children and parents who were present.
Sheldon, little bootleg ass studio.
Sad. I don't know how he gonna get himself up out of that one, man. That's gonna be very tough. His lawyer got his work cut out for him, and yeah. My condolences to the family, to the families, even his family, you know, because they didn't expect for him to be out there on some cuckoo madness. You know what I'm saying? They got to deal with the hurt that he's caused on others, and they got to also deal with the hurt that he caused on them. Man, sad, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you vibed all the way out to the end, I really do appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Yo. Until next time, I'm SheldonVybez. I'm gonna need y'all to be cool like the other side of the pillow. Stay light on your toes, like you suppose. Oh yeah, no.
If you ain't fucking with my nigga Sheldon, nigga, fuck you. Yeah.
Oh God.